Alrighty, y'all. We're looking at something a little different. A little different today. The largest motorcade I've ever seen. That is what this video is titled. We're dealing with 120 plus cars and other vehicles. Yeah, I'm basically that guy. I get fascinated by vehicles and stuff like this in other countries, especially Australia. I've covered quite a lot in Australia, but I haven't seen a motorcade. Now, keep in mind, this is a little on the older side. This is from 2011, so that might reflect in the vehicles we see, so keep that in mind. This wasn't, like this year or something, and this was for like a big meeting, Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting, I think. This is from a channel called Kiwi Canuck. It will be linked in the description down below so you can check them out later and this whole video, because I'm just going to skip around a little bit. I can't wait to see what kind of government vehicles, police vehicles, whatever, right? We see here. So let's go. Okay, so we are in, like I said, we're in Perth, which is cool. All right, here we go. So we got some Fords in the front. Wow, what are those? Those are actually right off the bat. Those are different. It's not a Ford Expedition, which would be the full-size truck-based SUV we have here. And it's not the Ford Explorer. This looks different than an Explorer did, even back then. And it's not the Ford Escape, which would be even smaller yet. This is totally unique. This Ford is not something like I've seen in the States. I couldn't see what it said, dang it. Very interesting. Some sort of mid-size SUV. I wonder if it's body on frame or unibody. Huh. Okay, here we go. Ooh, now we have a bunch of Holdens. Okay, look at these. Wow, are these... That's a Commodore. That's easy. That's a Commodore for sure. Although, you know what? They look really big in the back. Hold up, that might be a, oh, what are they called? Here, our local PD uses some of these still. The Chevy Caprice is totally a Holden. I think it was built in Australia. It's called the Caprice PPV, Police Patrol Vehicle or whatever. And they look exactly like these, except it has a Chevy badge in the grill instead of Holden. It's totally these. Same headlights, same body. So it's a little bigger than the Commodore, I think, yeah? Naturally, Australia would have the same. Yep, same tail lights, same rear of the car. Wow, that was a bunch of those. And the Caprice here, even though we've had a bunch of legendary police cars here over the years, I believe the Caprice is the fastest one from the factory. That's really cool to see. This is like where they originate from right here. Wow. Guys, this is a lot of them. I think they're all Caprices. Are they called the Caprice in Holden? Or by Holden, rather? Or are they something else? Okay, we have a Ford's sprinkled in. Was that a Falcon? I couldn't even tell. Didn't get a good look at it. I think it is. Okay, and these on the back, it looks identical to the Pontiac G8 that we got here. And of course, that was a rebadged Holden as well. So these don't look like the Caprice. These look like the G8, which would be, of course, the Commodore. So I think these are slightly shorter. They don't look as long as the Caprice did. And of course, they have those taillights. So yeah, that is definitely would be a Pontiac G8 here. So yeah, those must be Commodores. Falcons, I believe, right? They're all white. I think they're white, right? It's not silver. I think they're all white. Dang, that is crazy seeing that many in a row. Like, it's wild. Even the police car. That's cool to see. I love the police cars. I think they're just interesting. I own a former police car, the Ford Crown Victoria. And I absolutely love it. That Holden is really cool. The light bar is interesting. It's a little thicker. Although this was 11 years ago, so even some of ours were thicker back then. Now they're real slim and really bright. Interesting. It's got some like spotlights up here on the grill. No spotlight on the A-pillar. So I'm sure some of your police cars have that, right? Most of ours have those. That spotlight that would be up here, and then you can control it from the inside. My Crown Victoria has, Police Interceptor has one of those. Yeah, that's a cool police car though. Yeah, definitely a Commodore. Oh, this says Holden Omega. See, now I'm confused. What? That is totally the identical car to a Pontiac G8. And I know that it was, they say the G8s were based on the Commodore. Maybe the Omega is a different version, like a different trim or something. I don't know. Lots to sort out in the comments, I reckon, from you guys. Appreciate the help. Ooh, what kind of, even some bikes here. Remember, I'm not a bike expert, but I am fascinated by them. I don't know what those were. I don't see a logo. I'm not good at bikes. I don't know if those... Ooh, I feel like I recognize this. That taillight, like in that V shape. I think, God, I can't think of the brand because I'm not a bike guy. Oh, I think I know what this is. I just can't remember. I think I've seen those here in the States before. That's about it, guys. I did skip around. This was a little bit on the shorter side, but I think it's kind of interesting. You know me, I throw up some interesting videos that I'm just fascinated by. So I go to you with some questions. A, have you attended something like this, like international like that? B, have you driven in a motorcade? That'd be cool. That would be cool if you have. I'd love to hear your stories. And the obvious comments would be any corrections you can make that I got wrong here. I'm sure there are a couple because I was unsure of some things. But either way, it was very fun to see this motorcade. Tons and tons of cars. It'll be linked in the description down below so you can watch the whole thing. I mean, it seemed endless. Over 120 cars. It's crazy. It was really cool to see in this motorcade. One of my pleasant surprises here was it was all domestic, basically. It was all Holdens from Australia, and it looked like all, Ford Australia products as well. Throw a like on there if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to be part of this amazing community. My name is Ian. You're watching IWrocker. Until next time, y'all. Catch you later.